I do not know what to make of it, Madame Oliver.
Not symmetrical enough for you? I did have a secretary. And she was so competent, it used to depress me. So she had to go. Well, either Despard or Mrs. Lorimer. Mrs. Organised, I should say.
See you? You commence to think like a detective.
Do I? Sven would have solved it rather differently, that's for sure. In fact, the only time she came to life was when the peacock arrived.
Pardon, what is this peacock?
I rather think I'd have noticed a murder, Monsieur Poirot, don't you?
A third girl is in danger from the peacock.
The peacock?
And I was to tell you that Mrs. Oliver is now tailing the peacock to his studio.
Oh, you startled me. I had no idea you were there.
You were following me?
Yes, I'm afraid I was.
Once inside, you just discovered a letter.
And I didn't tell you how.
No.
It was terribly clever, although I say it myself. Oh, sorry. Good gracious, it's you, Monsieur Poirot.
Madame Oliver, what are you...
I'm so sorry.
But what was it?
It's only an apple core, it won't do you any harm. What are you doing here in the sticks? You don't live here, do you?
No.
No, you live in that awful modernist place in town. So it's a murder.
A young man, he has been convicted and sentenced to hang.
But he didn't do it, and you know who did. Men are so slow. I'll soon tell you who did it. A woman's intuition, that's what you need. Now, if a woman were head of Scotland Yard... Oh, Lord, it's him, Shakespeare. Don't worry, I'll be discreet. He's a detective, a real one. You know, Sherlock Holmes type. Deerstalkers, violins, that sort of thing.
You have everything that you need, madame?
Oh, yes, I'm perfectly well provided for. I have reams of paper, oceans of ink, and I'm sure Robin has gin. What more does a girl need?
I see him more as 35.
But I've been writing books about him for 30 years, and he was at least 35 in the first one.
Ariadne, darling, if he's 60, then how can we have any sexual tension between him and your young girl, your Ingrid? I mean, that would just make him a dirty old man.
Certainly would. Sven Hexen never cared for women.
What? Oh, no, Ariadne, you can't make him a pansy. I mean, he's an outdoor sort of chap. He skis.
He does not ski. He's 60. It's him. I've had a look at everybody, and it's him. It's always the doctor. He and I were at work all day on the wretched dramatization. Now he wants Sven having sex in a sauna. Sven's never had sex in his life. You don't know how I suffer.
Clues that mean everything to the detective and nothing to you until at the end you fairly kick yourself, don't you, Mrs. Oliver?
I usually kick myself at the beginning.
Come on, Poirot.
Must have been mad. These things just happen. You try something, and people seem to like it, and then you go on, and before you know where you are, you've got someone like that maddening Sven Hexen tied to you for life. Not late, am I? We said 4 o'clock, didn't we?
I believe we said 3 o'clock, madame.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll take you back to London. Oh, I'll just move these. Give you some room.